All right, Bible prophecy watchers, this one's another big one. Now, I'm going to tell you, it might seem a bit subtle and might not be so obvious to some, but this one's going to turn into something big. Now, last month, I talked about this as it was beginning to hit sort of a boiling point, and now it's getting crazy. Now, I am looking at an article in Zero Hedge that is entitled, Turkey Reports a 54% Inflation 1 month after Erdogan fired his statistic chief. Now, I'm going to read the first part of this paragraph, and I'm going to put it all together for you because it's kind of important. And this article, by the way, came out about a week and a half ago on March 3rd, but it is still critical. And actually, March 3rd is the day that I'm recording this. So I want you to look at this. It's pretty unbelievable. Let me read the first paragraph here. It says, and by the way, just bear with me because I'm going to make this come to life for you in just a second. It says, 1 month after Turkey's President Erdogan fired his statistic chief for reporting that inflation hit 36%, his current replacement must be dreading every incoming phone call after earlier today, Turkey reported that annual inflation again soared more than expected, hitting a 2-decade high of 54.4% in February, above the 52.5% consensus, fueled by a crash in the lira last year and soaring commodity prices that are expected to climb even higher in coming months due to Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Now, month to month, consumer prices rose 4.8% in February, and the Turkish Statistical Institute said on Thursday that this was compared to the median consensus forecast of 3.8%. Now, why is that a big deal? Okay, first of all, we told you about what happened with Erdogan firing this first guy that reported the statistics. We also told you about Erdogan somehow magically changing some of the CPI numbers and other numbers related to their country's economy right before giving himself a huge pay raise. And I'm being sarcastic when I say that. It's a lot more than just a simple pay raise. But this also needs to be put in context of the fact that for the last year, Erdogan has been poking holes all throughout the Mediterranean, saying that he has found plenty of oil and is beginning to sort of build his reserve of oil, when in reality, all he's doing is losing money, poking holes, and not finding anything. Now, I think it's also very interesting to see that Turkey, early on, especially in this Russian invasion, made a distinct effort to try to help Ukraine in fears that what Russia was doing was going to end up hurting the oil prices even more, which they are heavily dependent upon imports. And so what we are beginning to see is a country, one of the countries listed in Ezekiel 38, getting very, very desperate for oil, getting very desperate for resources, money, so on and so forth. And I'm willing to bet that when they join up with Russia and choose to attack under the leadership of Gog, they are going to be part of that evil thought that was put in the mind of the attackers, which say, Israel, I want what you got. Folks, you can't make this stuff up. And one thing is painfully and brutally obvious. God is allowing all this stuff to happen and is orchestrating it because his word says it would happen, and we are getting right there. Folks, pay attention. There's some more news coming around the corner. How do I know? Because we know the end game. God bless you guys. Jesus is coming soon.